One thing I love most about SACA is that it is a hub for community connection. Volunteers, clients, donors, and staff, we all come together because we love our community and the people who live here. And we believe in the SACA mission of improving lives by providing food, services, and access to community resources. We're all here tonight because we believe everyone deserves to have access to fresh, hearty, nutritious food and enough to eat, to have clean, running water and a place to call home, to be treated with dignity and kindness and compassion, to thrive and be hopeful. But it's hard to be hopeful when you don't have enough food or a safe place to sleep at night. That's why your support is so important to the success of our mission. Having grown up in this town, I know Silverton has a long history of taking care of its own. I'm proud to be a part of that. We should all be proud of that. For a small town nonprofit, it's incredible what SACA does for our community. What started as a tiny food pantry in 1950 has since grown into a well-rounded community aid organization, one that other food pantries look to as an example of how to serve people more holistically. You have made that possible. Your support sets us apart from other rural organizations by allowing us to not only address food insecurity, but also housing insecurity, job insecurity, transportation insecurity, and poverty in general. That's what makes Silverton so special. In the past few years, SACA donors, all of you, have stepped up your support, allowing us to help in more meaningful, impactful ways. Instead of paying a portion of a bill, we can now pay off a bill completely. Instead of providing a family with 1 pound of meat, we can provide them with 2 or more to suit their family size. This level of generosity provides a huge sense of relief and hope. When our community first felt the impact of COVID-19 in March of 2020, we pivoted, responding swiftly to innovate and create new systems that allowed staff and volunteers to continue distributing food and connecting with clients safely. We moved our food and operations outside, serving in rain, snow, and extreme heat, so clients would continue to have the opportunity to shop for their food and request other services to meet basic needs. Because of you, we were able to buy equipment to keep food fresh outside and tents to protect clients, volunteers, and food from the weather. Because of you, we continue to have an abundance of nourishing food. When our community and the surrounding area were hit with wildfires a year ago, we pivoted yet again, supporting families who had been displaced by fires get settled into new homes in Silverton. Because of you, we were able to pay their first month's rent and relieve a mountain of stress. When our community was devastated by a historic ice storm in February, we pivoted once again, ensuring our operations were up and running right away and providing assistance with storm recovery. Because of you, we were able to help cover costs for insurance deductibles, vehicle repairs, and removal of hazardous trees. The last 18 months have been hard for everyone, but imagine, on top of everything we've all experienced, add the worry of not being able to feed your children, the threat of being evicted from your home, the reality of losing your job or losing hours, and the stress of not having medical insurance. This is why we're here tonight. This is how you help. Every month, we serve hundreds of people who live in the Silverton area, many of whom grew up here and have a long history of connection to our community. We serve people you know, people I know, people with jobs or without, people with disabilities, people living alone. We serve people on fixed incomes, people with families, people who rent or own a home or have no home. The people we serve are our friends, neighbors, community. Last year, your generosity ensured that 2,500 people in our community had enough food and that another 560 people were supported with financial aid, a record $108,000 in assistance. 2021 is proving to be equally, if not more challenging. SNAP benefits, or food stamps, increased at the start of the pandemic but are expected to decrease, leaving many families unable to afford the groceries they need. In June, the moratorium on evictions ended and utilities companies have started issuing shutoff notices. Families are stressed, often facing huge balances for months of past due bills. The level of need in our community is staggering. To date this year, SACA has already provided more financial aid than in all of 2020 combined. From January to June, we paid over $117,000 on rent, utilities, gas, and more. With your support, people are able to stay in their homes, cook in their kitchens, and sleep in their own beds. SACA is truly powered and empowered by our community. We know we can do more. We want to do more. And you have the power to make that happen, to expand our operations, feed more families, house more children, to bloom more hope. Thank you for your continued support of SACA and our community members.